Trying to let everything load up. I seem to be having some computer issues again. But everything looks like it's running pretty good now. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. Everybody, you may notice, worked on emotes today, so there's some new emotes in the list for you to take a look at. And, seems like we got quite a bit of a delay. Hopefully that clears up. It may just be on my end. All right. So let's take a look at what we did last night. Now, after I logged out, after I signed off last night, clip a little bit around here, trying to get everything together. Did a little mining today to get some materials together. But let's go over what we did last time. We built this magnificent bee farm right here because we have a lot of copper golems, and we want to be able to wax them. So you'll see, I'd say there's not quite 21 bees in there, but it's going to be close. So also loaded up 4 more sheeps in our wool farm over here. Got our yellow going. Our next is lime green. So we'll be putting those here tonight. And then I'll be building another one of these probably tonight after I sign off. And we're going to get this wool farm finished. Once we get these guys in here, we'll be halfway done. So that'll be good. So I'd be honest with you guys, I don't really have a plan for tonight. I did talk to Gibbro, who's on the server right now, about building some new farms. I got an empty bottle, so actually I want to keep this empty bottle on me, just in case I come across another wisp. So yeah, I did just a little bit of mining today. Just needed some more sand. And I always like to have terracotta. It's a good building block. It really is. I like using it. So we're just going to throw everything in our sorting system, but to filter out stuff we don't have filters set for. It's the easiest way to do it, in my opinion. That way you kind of know what filters to set. But yeah, I didn't really have any big plans for tonight. Didn't even know what game I was streaming, really. But decided to go ahead and continue with Minecraft because seem to be on a roll with building stuff here, and I'd like to go ahead and continue that. Let's put these in our ender chest here. You can see I got 2 wisp here. Got a medium and a small. And eventually we're going to learn how to use those things. I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some stuff over to our villager farm. I'm going to get some emeralds. Get some XP. And basically heal our weapons here and buy some more golden carrots. And let's see, where is our sugar canes? Down here, I believe. Yep. Turn that into paper, and then let's get a stack of pumpkins, get a stack of watermelons, and then let's go ahead and drop this in here for him. Alright, I think I can get it. Let's see if I can get out through here. Yeah. Let's head over to our villagers. If you wonder what this thing is right here, this is the outer wall for Midgar. That's where it's going to be, right here. Looks like Gibbro is AFKing somewhere around here. Or not. He's up, he's doing stuff. I can't seem to walk straight. There we go. Oh man, I really need to get some levels so I can start enchanting stuff again. It's just that XP farms got a little nerfed like the ones we use, so not a good idea to use them right now. I got some stuff in my inventory I need to ditch real quick. first things first, let's go down here and trade with these guys. Now it's your turn. I can still trade the pumpkins with that guy. I think, yep. There's still some in here. I brought most of these pumpkins over here, so it's alright that I get to trade them, right? That's how that works. Alright, let's get some golden carrots. Oh, I did not mean to buy that. Crap. And then I want glowstone from you. And I don't really want this cake. Somebody else can have it. Let's sell to these fellas right here. Put this cool shovel in our hand. Yep, I see that you're gonna buy this. See what the new trade is. Bane of Arthur. Oh, wow. That's terrible, dude. That is terrible. We can leave this extra paper over here. Now, let's see if there's anything over here. I need candles. No. Ooh, he sells glass. I can buy a half stack of glass, I think. Don't really care about any of that. Let's see what you got. I don't remember everything these guys sell. Ugh, I wish you sold black ink instead of took money for it. Let's get some more glass here. I can use all the glass. Okay, what's unlocked here? Loyalty 3. Okay. Ugh. He's not, yeah, these guys aren't going to have anything I need because they're not leveled up yet. Alright, anything? No, I can't really use anything in here. Alright, I'm going to take that sword and grindstone it. And then we're going to try to get a better sword. First thing we're going to do is get mending on it. Grindstone this. How many levels do I need to do the max on here? I think it's 28, right? Okay. So let's get some levels. It's weird that that thunderstorm started right as I got here. Oh. Alright, I need to find a bed to lay down in. Hey, Crew Lizzo, how's it going? I wonder if Gibro's on Discord. He's not. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Just in case he joins up, that way we can talk. Oh, he's already flew back over. Okay. I'm pretty good. Pretty good. That's a pretty good day. I spent the day creating some new emotes for the channel. So... Alright, we need some XP, so let's... and there's a little... While this is cooking, there's some experimentation I want to do. Because I feel like we should be able to change the colors of the glowstone, too. But... we should be able to change the color of the glowstone and the shroom lights. Yep, you found them. Yeah, the Fat Chocobo, I think, was one I had already anyway, and I just got on and was messing around to find some, to work on some more today. And I found this cool program you can use, and the problem was it was creating JPEGs, and you know, you need PNG files for emotes, so I had to find a converter. Yeah. Alright, let's... Oh. Let's just go ahead and empty my inventory. I can grab those golden carrots later. Let's see. Yeah, I know. I used the web-based one. Worked pretty well. This is actually not what I put this here for, but it does make my life a lot easier. me just load these things in there. Honestly, it's just as fast to use. It's actually faster to probably use a crafting table, but I don't know. It just seems fun to use this. Cool, thank you. Yeah, it's faster, definitely faster to do that. Alright, let's throw these up here. Go over here and grab some shroom lights. Right here. And we're gonna grab some fire powder. Here. And we got let's see, we got red. So we're gonna take some red. And I really feel like we should be able to change the color of these. Now, for some reason, see, they're not down here. But what if I did this? Ha! No. Maybe I should find the book and figure it out from that. Storage room is actually coming along pretty well. I still got a few things to take care on it, but for the most part it's done. Because I know you can't just set them down and change them like you can the others. Alright. So let's see. It may have to do with these are natural, not crafted. I know a book came with this. I just don't know where I put it. Let's see. There we go. Let's look at this. Torches, cannons, sea lanterns, and jack-o'-lanterns. Okay, so the other ones don't. Okay. I got you. Okay. Fair enough. That must have been a different mod pack I was testing than another world. And I'm betting, you know what? I bet that's what it was. I get things like that confused. Alright. So let's grab our wayward blocks here. I knew I was going to do that. This copper golem's probably had enough of me keeping dropping stuff in there. So we got our bee farm. We've got the wool farm's kind of long. And we'll be dropping some more sheep in there. How many do I have over here? 1, 2, 3. Quite a few. Okay, enough. I just need at least 2 left. When I put them over there. So we'll do those 2, and then the next ones will be green. Yep, okay. We need some more. I'd go ahead and put mending on my sword, but I want to enchant it at the enchanted table first, because maybe I'll get lucky with the enchantment. I think I have some XP potions here too. Let me see. Well, I have two. They're not the best source of XP. I guess I could work on this little thing right here. I want to extend this all the way down, so I need some nether bricks. Let's roast some netherrack and get some bricks. This will also help us get a few levels too. That probably needs some more fuel. Well, that definitely needs more fuel. As does that one. All of these things are out of fuel. What I'm doing right now is precisely the reason why I haven't built a super smelter yet, because I was getting ready to build one, but then Mojang kind of nerfed the XP farms, so decided not to build one yet, because I can still use the XP off these. Put these over here. Then these can go right here. You know, white meat might be fun. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what might be fun is finding another ancient city. Or a trial chamber or something. But considering I lost my last good weapon in an ancient city, I'm kind of not ready to go back yet. I actually need a chest to input stuff into the system here. I mean, I guess I could break this glass and just toss this in, but I don't know. I may need to add a dropper with a clock on it. That way, I won't have to come up here every time I need to drop something in the system. Well, I don't need to go too far away. I need these things to keep... so what I could do is, I guess, let's clear this area out right here while that's going, so we can bring this tower all the way down. And we'll start right here. And just kind of go straight across. I probably should have done this a long time ago, but, you know, I'm lazy. When it comes to stuff like this, if I don't feel like doing it, I won't do it. Whoa, okay. Alright, be careful. Gotta be careful. This pickaxe I have is efficiency 5, so it'll take out the floor just as fast as it'll take out anything else. And there is a cave system right under me, so I don't want to open any new holes to that. At some point I've got to do something about that, but that is way in the future Bob problem. It's not a today Bob problem. Alright. From here, it looks like night's outside, but it's not. It's definitely not. That is what I'm looking at right now. Is underneath my terraforming. So that's all pale moss. You can see the daylight right there. Eventually, all this is going to be blocked off. So, because I'm building my primary base or my temporary base down here, my primary base will be at the top of the Shinra Tower. Let's put some... put some lights down here just so... Nothing should spawn down here, but it never hurts to be cautious about that. Let's craft these into decorative torches so we can stack them. And let's see, how far out over here do we need to go? Actually, we might as well go ahead and just clear out everything over here. Let's go see how our furnaces are doing. Looks like a lot of them are finishing up. And I'm just going to put stuff that I need to dump in the storage system up here. And everything else we have in our inventory we can actually literally just smelt. So if you're playing Minecraft, this is literally one of the worst ways to get XP. Like, you know. I mean, I guess I could grab some tools and go down to the one of the ancient cities and just mine a bunch of skulk. But I kind of want my farms to run. So we're going to keep on keeping on. Four more levels. Alright. We're just going to keep these 2 stacks of netherrack in our inventory. And the stone in our inventory as well. So, okay. Piece of stone there. I do not like leaving resources. I mean, even if it's just dirt, I don't really like them despawning. It's not going to bother me too much if it does, but I'd prefer it not to because you never know when you can use resources. Especially dirt. I think dirt is underappreciated. Um, that's going to be the edge. I need to come out of... I'll come out to here, I think. I should have just set up my beacon. I don't know why I didn't. That would have made this a lot faster. So this is going to be my access point up to the main area of our central pillar here. Basically from here it's going to give me all the way up to the top. I'm going to take this little water vader out. I don't really use it, so we'll probably clear that out and make a taller one starting at the very bottom, and then we'll make one we'll make another water vader coming down too. Up the torches today. They just want to like drop a bunch at the same time. Alright, so some of these... are you just out of fuel or are you done? Okay, you're done. So let's do this. You're out of fuel. Alright. And let's go ahead and dig out the areas we need dug out. Oops, I didn't need that one dug out. Well, yeah, can't dig that out yet. Now let's go take care of that. Okay, let's go take care of that. I've got some buckets around here somewhere. Yeah, let's put, in there. Yeah, let's just grab some buckets. I know I've got them somewhere. Ooh, you know what? I may have sent them so they end up in my over chest here, right here. Ah, look at there. Right, let's go up here and try to do this the easy way. Look at that. The easy way worked. Alright, we'll take care of this a little later. Right now we just want to expose these bottom areas here. So we know where to build our wall. And try not to do this because I'm going to have to replace that freaking carpet I'm breaking too. And okay, that should be all of it that I grab. Okay, one of these is empty. Okay, they're all empty. So let's just throw these in here. They just put everything we're not using right now in here. That sounds good. That means nothing will get lost or anything. Eh. These up there too. Okay. Alright, we're at fuel here. No fuel. Alright, let's go make some bricks. Well, I mean, we already made the bricks. So let's go make some brick blocks. That should be enough, right? So the idea here is we're going to build a spiral staircase. Going up to the top. And if this is something I'm going to have to figure out, making spiral staircases kind of suck. Oh my gosh, these things are right in my way, aren't they? Ah, crap on a crap cracker. Where's this guy? He's right. Ugh. Crap. Crap. Okay. I'll figure that out when I get to it. So I guess we're just going to do this half here. So I need to figure out a good way to make a spiral staircase up. And it's not just like building a spiral staircase is not as easy as just like putting on a block here, and going up around the side. It's, I mean, you could absolutely do that, but it's going to look like hot garbage. So and since this is something I want to generally be proud of and not have to change 30 times, we're going to do it the correct way. And we're going to take our copy of this world, or we're going to download a copy of this world, and we're going to go into creative, and we are going to figure out a good design for spiral staircases. I'm not going to do that tonight, obviously, but right now I'm just getting the tower ready to build onto. So if we build a spiral staircase, what we want to do, and if we're going to do water vader up and down, what we're going to have to do is literally build a spiral staircase, then build the water vader inside of the spiral staircase. That would be the best way to do it. Now, whether we have enough room, I don't know. I'm actually fine with walking up. I don't really care too much for water vaders, to be honest with you. I probably do it for convenience, but I doubt if I use it that much because I like looking at my build. And if you take a water vader, you get that you miss all these cool things that you've worked on, you know? Like, at least in my opinion. Alright, let's work on moving this stuff here. Is there anything in this? There's a lot of stuff in there. Okay. So we need to move all this stuff. Actually, that's not an issue. It's really just... Honestly? It's these two chests right here. So let's move this stuff. I mean, I want these chests here, because I don't want to have to use all my shulker boxes, but I'm okay with them being here. There actually isn't that much in this chest. Alright, let's plop everything in here. A lot of water buckets. And then let's get rid of this. I'm actually not even going to put this chest back down because we don't really need it. I'm just going to throw... I'll just throw these extra chests in here with these copper chests. And then we'll move our beets. These are our sorting beets, right? So they have different names. And we use them for our sorting system as our filter setters. Because as long we can put beets in the system, we just can't put these in the system because it'll break them all. And if the system breaks, I'm a very sad panda. It's already broke once. And to be honest, I can't for the life of me figure out how it even broke. Like it shouldn't have, but it did. Especially if it was just one chest. It was the filters on one chest broke. So I don't know how that happened. I mean, if I'd have thrown those beets in there, it would have did an earlier chest. It looks like I went out of the render, the simulation distance. So, but just for it to affect one chest was kind of weird. I guess I was just in one of those weird spots where it happened. So, I don't know. If it happens again, I'm probably going to end up having to take that chest out. Hopefully I don't. But I'll know for sure when I start building on the top level again, because that's the only thing I could think of. I was building up there, working on the platform at the top. I should probably leave something open here so I can get in and out. So we'll do that. And let's see. There's one of these chests over here. And I'll drop these bricks in here. I'm just going to leave that open. So just make one smooth stone with that. Have anything to put in. I definitely don't need all these bricks anymore either. So we're going to dump these in our storage system. And then we're going to come back and we're going to come back with some more stone. I'm going to pop those in there. I do not know why I continue to go this way. I need to stop doing that because I got to take this, I need to take this thing out soon. Okay. So yeah, I'm leaving this here because this block right there, that's the center of our that's the center of the build, and that's a very important spot because I have to reference it when I get to the outer walls. I've got the coordinates written down somewhere. I just don't know where. But as long as I have that block there, it's all good. And I'll move that block. I'll move the. I'll mark it at the top too. So let's dump this stuff here. Give this golem some stuff to do because I'm sure he feels like he hasn't done anything. And he's not working at all. Lazy. I need a button to make them work. I need to look up online, see if anybody else has this issue. I don't feel like I've had that issue. Only in this realm have I had this issue. Because, see, I have to go... What I'm going to have to do is, like, this guy's not moving, so I have to break this out. And I can't put a door there because I can walk through doors. I mean, I guess I could put an iron door there. Now, he's going to go grab something. He may, like, jump against that wall for a second. No, okay. Cool. Alrighty. It has been about an hour. So, I'm going to take a real quick break. I'm going to run a 2-minute ad, and we'll see you on the other side of it. Alrighty. I am back. I am... One second here. Gonna help out a fellow Twitch streamer. And Alright. Back at it. Need to go grab some stone. I was going the correct way. I want to do so. But I don't know if I want to do it yet. Let's see how much honey I've collected. Quite a bit. How about this? Okay, quite a bit there too. Not bad. Not bad at all. I have so much stone that this is why it doesn't bother me. Like, I've literally filled up 6 double chests of it. So, to use it for this is fine, because at least I can get like a little XP out of it too. Alright, I don't want to do that right yet. This was so much easier when we had an XP farm. But I can't do the cheaty way anymore. We have to actually play the game. Ugh. Oh, I was one too short. That's fine. And we're gonna need one thing of fuel. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna grab whatever kelp I can, and I'm gonna we'll end up throwing that in there as well. Yeah. And I'm gonna throw this. I don't know where it starts, so we're just gonna put it right here. We can get the dye sorted out. Alright, so we've got we need kelp. How much kelp have we? Okay, we've gotten quite a bit. We'll stick the kelp right here. I'm actually thinking that I'm going to have to extend my kelp farm out a little bit, or create another one altogether, and I'll show you why. Let's go up here and take a look at the old kelp farm. So in the last world I did one that involved redstone and etho clock. Now this does involve redstone too, but you can see that it is much. Ooh, I can't. So you can see it's basically like any other farm, like the dripstone farm or whatever. You got your observers, pistons, and then when it gets up, it's going to hit it, and all that stuff's going to fall down. And I wanted to do automatic farms. There's not going to be any redstone farms here that involves a switch to turn them on and off. Those take up they basically kill, like, it's just too much lag on the server. So what I could do is build another one of these right here, like directly across, going into this water line here. I'll have to disable that water line. Now the cactus farm I'm good with, like, it's fine. It's not anything special, but it's fine. I don't know if I can sleep. I'm gonna try to sleep. Oh, that wasn't good. Felt like a little lag right there. So, okay, so uh-oh, he stopped. And he has stuff to sort. So let's get this guy back up and running. And no, I'm actually just not gonna wax this one, because I'm going to end up moving him. This is all temporary. This is basically just, I'm keeping him up here to sort things for me that I don't really have another place for. And we get plenty of them, like glass, for instance. Which glass is probably... I thought I may have a spot for glass, but well, I do, but he ain't put it in there. He's probably throwing it in here. Uh-oh, he may have found a place for glass. He did not. But we're going to find a place for glass. We're going to put it here with the rest of it. Okay, he'll catch it on the next roll. Let's take this out. And we're going to take this out, and this will go in here. This mushroom actually can go in our sorting system, because I have those down below. Is there anything else over here I can throw in there? Let's see. No, but we can sort these. Oh, this is, nope, that's muddy mangrove roots. Honestly, don't know if I have a thing for coal. I know I have a thing for coal. Let's put all this in here. Two more levels. We're not quite there yet. Alright, did you run out of fuel again? That one ran out of fuel. So let's look at some of our things we can sort here. Let's see. Alright, so I think I want to put sticks somewhere. See, I don't... no, I don't want to put that here. You know, I was thinking about that when I first put that up there, that was making a mistake, and I absolutely am making a mistake. So we need to take the variety of all this, and we're going to put them over here, which will take up roughly 1.5 sections. I think I'm going to put sticks right here. I could put sticks here, and we could put this here. Yeah, we can do that. So let's do this. This. Yep. That's in the bottom chest. And then we're going to throw sticks right there. So let's go get some sticks. I know we probably got some back here somewhere. Oh, there's a dripstone. I guess I can throw that in there too. Alright, well, let's just make sticks. There. Yeah, I'm not too keen on how I'm sorting this. I'm really not. I mean, I guess it's fine. Maybe I don't have a thing for mushrooms down here. I thought I did. Oh well. Oh well. I mean, I guess it's fine. I mean, that skulk is what's bothering me the most. Like, so now we can throw sticks and stuff in our sorting system. And I need to do my rounds, make sure my golems are all woken up. We'll start from this end. This guy's looking around, so he's probably fine. Yep, you don't look like you're doing anything. Go. Alright, you're opening and closing your chest. You're fine. This one's fine. He's opening and closing his chest. This one's actually moving around up here. He should have... Yeah, he's got plenty of stuff to do. So, let's help him out a little bit. And that actually doesn't have a spot, so we're going to go ahead and put that in a spot. So let's get this guy moving over here. Ah! Come on, man. Let's get you moving. Keep you busy while he's doing his thing. I was about to say, you should always be sorting something. And You don't have anything. You're fine because you're moving around. Yeah, I don't know if there's something I've done to keep them from working. I don't know. I've got to figure it out. Got to figure it out at some point. There we go. We got some fires going out now. I really want this to give me to level 28. Let's see. So I don't want to, like, if I go off and do something else, I'm going to, like, completely, like, need that experience to recharge, like, my elytra or something like that. So I like to just concentrate on getting the... I don't have any big builds planned for tonight. Oh, I need to set a filter. That's why I've got that stuff in here. Okay. Let's get this started, and then I'll set that filter. And I'll dump this in the storage system as well. Okay, perfect. Let's go set this filter. We need decorative items, which is here. So we're gonna need... Oh, I don't need that there. My bad. There we go. That's all full. We do have some empty ones over here, but these are reserved for honey blocks and honeycomb blocks. Which I got a pretty rad idea on how to make honeycomb blocks automatically while still getting these, but we'll go over that in the future. Yeah, so I did this light source. This is something I worked on last night late. I just wanted to decorate this here, you know, just kind of keep everything like looking good, because we got, you know, big long hallway here, and then we got this, and I wanted to make sure that that looked really cool. So I put some end rods here, and for the back, actually, if you go around to the other side, you'll see they're the back ends of these bookshelves. And on this side, I'll probably stick some lights in there because they do actually light up, like when you have lights in them, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, just thought that looked really cool. Let's get another stack of these, another few stacks of these. And then I think we're going to be good as far as XP goes. But while we're waiting, let's go ahead. Up, we're almost there. It's gonna get us to 28. Yep. Okay. So let's just do this. Doesn't hurt to have extra XP either. Probably have to I probably will have to put some mending on here, but that'll be easy. That's only going to be a couple levels. I could probably just go out and kill a bunch of stuff for that. Kill some slime. I can probably do that. Alright, so some of this can go here. And then so I'm going back up top, so we can do this. I don't know why I just did that. Oh well. I need one space for lapis. Alright, we're just going to grab either a stack of lapis or I should have some right here. Okay. Let's grab a stack. Is he gonna put stuff in? He's probably not. I wonder if it's this glass. No, it surely can't be the glass. It cannot be the glass. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, let's just not think too much about it right now and do this. Put our sword up here. Let's put our lapis in here. And let's... Oh no, I don't want any of this. Fine. What a crappy draw. That was terrible. That was terrible. Let's get mending and some other things on here. Let's see. First thing we want is we want a mending book. Boom. And we want unbreaking. We want looting. We want sharpness 5. I do not want fire aspect on it. Not right now. Alright, so let's go over here and see what we can do to enchant this sword. I want to take knockback off of it. I'm going to. I know some people don't mind knockback, but I hate it. I hate knockback. Should have just did this in the first place. Breaking 3, mending, we want looting. And if we got enough levels, we're going to do sharpness. We do not have enough levels. Okay. We need 2 more levels. That's fine. That's fine. We can do that. We can just follow the same. We're going to drop this lapis up here because if I want to put another crappy enchantment on something, I'll do that. Alright, so if I get sharpness on there, it's still not as good as the one I had, but it'll be better. So here's the idea, right? So let's go over my vision for the rest of this. So we're going to go in the back room here. Alright, this is my overflow chest for my storage system. I was about to say there shouldn't be anything in there, but when I was digging this out, this fell down in these hoppers. So this last dude here, when everything rolls around to him, he's going to put this in here. If nothing's been sorted, it's going to go here. Now, this room, I think I'm going to put a light in it. Like a redstone light. Maybe somewhere out here where I can see it. Maybe in this wall or something. And when that light's on, that means that the chest is full and I need to address the chest. So what I'm going to do back here is we're going to put some crafting tables in here. We're going to do maybe some furnaces or something like that. Just general things. And because there are some things that I may not have filters for, and there's some things that may just get overlooked or somehow they got skipped over. That happens sometimes, especially when you're using redstone systems. So if it comes here and I'll be like, oh my gosh, this is, or maybe the chest is full. So let's say we have honeycomb, for instance, right? And all of my chests are full and they come here. Well, I can craft these into honey blocks or honeycomb blocks and send them back through the system, and then they can get put in the right chest. That's kind of the idea. Same thing with like a honey blocks and things like that. So if it gets too full, I can do that. So I need to build, and this used to be part of a cave, but I blocked off both ends of it. We're going to clear out the interior here. We're going to make this one big room down here. And then we're going to have a thing where we can say, okay, we want this to go back in. So we're going to drop it in here. And then it's this right above us is the water line. This is the water line for above us. So we need to hook into that water line down here with a dropper. So it spits things up in it. So ideally, we got to put the dropper down here spitting into a water line, yada, yada, yada. So this is going to be like a little workroom, and I have built a way to get in it through here. We got this temporary door right here right now that I usually keep closed. But eventually this is going to be a piston door. So we're going to have a piston, like when we come close we can hit a button and the piston will move the door up. We can walk through and then it'll close out. But right now this will work. We come in here, we do our work, and we're going to make this a pretty big room down here just so we have enough room for everything we need. And hopefully everything gets sorted. I mean, because I've made plenty of chests. I don't think I'll ever use this many, but considering this is like a forever world, I just want to make sure that all my I's were dotted, my T's were crossed. We're not quite done there. You know what? I'm gonna put a nice floor in here too. So we're gonna dig this out. I mean, a storage room has like a black and white kind of feel to, or black and red kind of feel to it. And I'm okay with that, but I think I want this to be like an infinity floor. So maybe that's what we do here, is we make like an infinity floor. And but for that I want to be concrete. Oh my gosh, I am doing such a piss poor job of this. Not really paying attention, I think. So, yeah, we could do an infinity floor. Man, forgot an entire section here. The thing is like I said, there's a big cave system underneath us, and I need to go down about 8-ish levels. So that'll probably put us right in that cave. I mean, it's not something that I can't handle. It's just something that's going to be a pain in the butt to handle, right? Alright, let's go ahead and put our last round of items in here. Oh, I need it. There we go. Like, that was going to my mending, not what I needed to go to. Which was levels, because I need to get one more level here so I can finish my sword. And then I can kind of have a real weapon. Now, I still have my bow, but I'm more of a up-close and personal kind of fighter, so I don't like the bow as much. We're going to need some fuel here. We'll need some fuel right underneath it. And there we go. That's our levels we need. And I will never take another good weapon into the deep. I mean, we found my items. Like, we literally found them. But the warden standing on them. He wouldn't move until they despawned, so he kind of just stood there being a big jerk. Alright, let's go ahead and get our sword leveled up. We'll hit a bed while we're up here too. So we can do it without being accosted by nasties out here. Now that my sword has mending, I'm not so concerned about it. I'm not so concerned about it breaking. But we can make it better. And what was I needing on it? I think it was sharpness, right? Isn't it sharpness? Yeah, it was. Alright, let's... Oh, why was it only 12 before and then 13 now? Ugh. This game, sometimes. Alright, well we got... Yeah. We got our sword, we got crappy armor on. I mean, I'm wearing leather boots for Pete's sake. Alright, let's go drop these extra golden carrots in here. And we need to find... Okay, I don't think there's anything left in this barrel over here. Nope. There you go, you can sort those. Okay. Now, is there anything we want to drop in our storage system? I mean, we can drop this stuff in there. Yeah. Yep. None of it will get sorted, but it'll get to where I need it to set filters to be sorted. I don't think there's anything in that chest, which means I can get rid of this. It's the whole point of getting the storage system together is to clean up this stuff so I can start on the build proper, because we're about to get into some serious stuff here. So we got this going on here, and yes, those lights are supposed to look all jumbled up and everything. It'll make more sense when I get the stuff built for it. Hold on, we got gunpowder, wind charges in here. Okay. And this should be copper, and I don't think there's anything. There's, okay, so here's 2 more chests that aren't needed. And you can just drop those wherever you feel like. And over here, these are just a bunch of stuff I'm not going to use anymore. So I probably just need a blast furnace most of this stuff here. I don't know. There's some good stuff in there still. Everybody still working down here? Oh my god. Come on. I don't like doing that because eventually you're going to run out of health. And then I'll have to replace you altogether. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Wait. Black carpet. I actually have a spot for black carpet. It'll be where the black wool is, which is right here. There you go. He's doing his job. What about you, buddy? You're doing your job? Yeah, you're doing your job. Look at you. You're not going to find a spot for that, but I will. We got ores are all right here. We put these with the diamonds because I feel like emerald and diamonds go together. And we got no gold, a little bit of quartz. I'm gonna have to go mining again, I think. Actually, I could just... Because I don't feel like I'm gonna have a lot of this. And having gold in 2 different spots is kind of silly. So let's do this and move this gold. Because we deal with this gold in a different way, right? Because we throw this in a blast furnace. And this we just break. So... And none of this stuff I'm worried about getting sorted yet. I mean, this right here needs to go to its correct spot, which is over here. I don't remember which one. I think this is the sulfur one. That's the sulfur one. And that means this is the dripstone one, so we'll put that in there. And no, that's like that. There we go. And I don't know why there's two torches over here. I mean, I know why there's two torches over there, but I don't know why I haven't picked it up earlier. Alright. Well, let's start to clean this area up. Needs to be done. Might as well do it now. Actually, this whole floor has to come down one more block, but I'm not too bent out of shape about it right now. I can just do that as I build. Just I think I actually want to go back and forth on this, because if I kind of mine around in a circle, there's a good chance I'll destroy something I put, because that stuff's sitting kind of close and I don't want to like bust a water tube or something. Alright, we're getting ready to wrap up here, so what I'm going to do before I wrap up, and for all you people that haven't been around for the other 20 some odd things I've done from the server, let's just take a tour and kind of go over what we plan to accomplish in this season, the inaugural season of MelloCraft. So let's head up top and we'll get the sun to come out, because I don't want to have to deal with that mess. So give you a real kind of a quick tour. So when we started this world, we started right over here. Man, I'm so glad I enchanted that sword before I did that. So as I was saying, as I walk up here, me and Gibro started this world, I don't know, about a month and a half ago. Where is my stuff? Okay, it's over here. That should be pretty much everything. Let's see. Yep. Okay, let's do this. Got that. Put my pants on. Sword goes here. This goes here. This goes here. Literally everything is just one block off here. So we need... this goes here. That goes there. That goes here so I can grab it. This goes here. It goes here. And we were going to craft these up as decorative torches so we can just... Alright. So a little over about a month and a half ago, I don't remember exactly when we started it. I know it says like 3,200 days, but like a lot of that's been AFK. We started here. This is spawn. This is spawn right here. So if you die, you're going to spawn within 10 blocks of this block. And you see I've got a little radius here, and there's a reason for that. That'll come later. But, so this is spawn, where this plus sign or X sign is. We were literally on the world for like 2 minutes, and it got dark before we even had a chance to do anything, so we dug a hole and hid in it. And then we basically started crafting tools. We ended up making this mine. This mine has been here since the beginning. And we have it all the way down to bedrock. And I am doing a little bit of experimentation because there's a lot of slime chunks down through here. So we got a slime chunk down here. And let's see. Yeah, you can see I'm kind of doing some experimentation with catalyst. Now you got to be careful because these things can spawn shriekers, but shriekers won't do anything unless you do that. So I'm just like, basically I'm just creating my own deep dark here, but and let me show you what I mean. So come over here, dude. I know you see me. So he's gonna hop over here. I'm right here next to this catalyst. Boom. And you see, it's going to create skulk every time I kill something around here. And then I can come down here and harvest it, or I can use it for XP. Like, I got a bunch of different options here. But yeah, this cave goes all the way down to bedrock. And the intention was to always build Midgar at spawn, but I didn't want people to spawn right in the center of Midgar. So I had to move the build back a little ways, 100 and some odd blocks, basically, to make sure this. Now, if anybody's ever played Final Fantasy VII, especially the remake, so let's say this is the slums right here. This is ground level. This is slums. And you're walking up here, and you've got the central pillar. There's a central pillar that holds up everything, right? That's the main pillar. And there's this... So of course it's raining. And then you've got at the top of that pillar, that's the upper plate. And then, like, around here, you have, like, a train track. Now, it's scaffolding, and you can kind of see... Let's walk on the inside of this in case it starts thunderstorming. I started the scaffolding on the other side. Basically, this netherrack is temporary. I put it all in there because it's easier to make the scaffolding if I already have something there. So this first floor all the way around, except for a couple spots, is going to be the scaffolding. And then going up from there, it's going to be mainly iron bars. And I'll tell you the reason why is because putting this in is terribly time consuming. And I don't want to spend the entire season putting these up. So it'll be easier for me to do something. Be easier for me to do something like this in some of the spots up there. Maybe I'll do a little bit of scaffolding, but for the most part, it's going to turn into that. And in the between the scaffolding and this is going to be our corkscrew tunnel. Which corkscrew tunnel is a series of train tracks that go to different sections of Midgar. So that's basically what it's going to be. It's going to be like 8 or so different lines of trains, and they're going to be coming from train stations to the slum. They're going to be going to train stations to the top. So let's go to the top and take a look. And this time I'll be a little smarter when I land. How about that? Alright, so let's take a tour of the top. I'm going to go up our scaffolding. Yoink. Alright. Where I'm standing right now is just going to be the cover of the pillar, central pillar, and we'll go over that in a second. This is the platform I started for the Shinner building, Shinner HQ. We're going to work on this probably next week, so this will be more of what we do then. And these lights, so the Shinner building is not going to sit right on top of this. There's literally going to be another layer on top of this. This is going to be our subfloor. It's also going to be our slums there. And then, of course, I've been terraforming out that way, too. So let's take a step down a little bit. Alright. And this is our basement, our first floor of the sub-basement underneath the Shinner building. So this isn't like the entrance to Shinner building. The entrance is going to be above it. This is going to be basically this area down here, past, maybe not this floor, but the next floor down. That's just for me. Like, anything past these 2 levels will be decorated out, but everything underneath it is basically just the stuff I plan on using. And I put these glass floors in so you can kind of look down. You can see the different walkways or stairwell. You can kind of look at the different farms from a different vantage point. And I don't even want to talk about how much of a pain it was to get all this copper. I basically had to clear out an entire trial chamber to get it. So this floor right here is the second sub-basement floor. Or I guess it's the second subfloor in the basement. This is still under construction. This is just me. So basically what we have, Final Fantasy VII, some of the most powerful things in the game is the materia, and Scarlet, who's the head of the weapons division, is constantly trying to make new materia, which you can't really do, man-made, and they find that out. So what I've done is I took the 5 colors of materia that's in the game, which is yellow, red, green, purple, and blue. And I use coral when I can, but there's really no green coral, so I just use that. Put them all in here. We've got some bubbles moving around because of the magma we have, the magma cube we have underneath. And this is kind of the centerpiece for it. You can see it's kind of open at the top, and I'm going to build a little glass dome over top of it. This right here is, oh my god. Why are you guys spawning down here? Alright, I obviously need to do more with lighting. I am not got the right armor to fight you guys. Ugh, hate zombies. I do not have the right armor to fight them. I actually wasn't even actually expecting them to be in here. At least it wasn't creepers, man. That would have actually really ticked me off. At least all my stuff is close. At least I think it's close. Let's... Did I have everything? Let's go put on this. I'm missing my pants. So I don't really care too much about. So we got our sword. Don't care about this. We got our sword. We got this. We're missing our carrots, which I do care about, and our ender chest. So some of that stuff fell down below, probably. So let's... Oh, and my elytra, too. Yep. Don't want to lose that. So let's get down here before that despawns. Ugh, I can't believe those guys. There it sits. That should be everything. So as I was saying, that's going to be the centerpiece of the build right there. With that bundle here. Which I think only has torches in it. I'm probably just going to just get rid of those bundles. And basically everything you see are just me just testing out and trying to get good at building diagonals, building circles, and that's what we did. I just added these stairwells, not the, at the... Oh, those green sheep kind of freaked me out. I thought there was that. So this is the floor of our farms. Over here we have some sulfur spikes. They grow really slow. In fact, I'm thinking about adding more of these, as well as some of the dripstones as well, just to do more. Now this is kind of all a jumbled mess. This is when I started, and then this right here. This is kind of a neat little thing. This is a basalt maker, so you're just gonna go stand right here and just hold your button down, and then it's gonna make a bunch of basalt, and it's gonna fall down in these chests. Yeah. So there's some minecart hoppers right there. It's gonna catch that stuff and pull it down. We got our input system to this. So basically, this right here is my farms. It's also my storage room is underneath here. So I'm going to put a temporary base down there. Right now, my super temporary base is just back here with some of these items here that I use. Right? So we get this nice little cozy area here. And so the next step in this process is basically... once I'm at a point that I'm comfortable with the storage system where I can just drop stuff in there whenever I want. I'm not 100% comfortable doing that right now. I just know what I have sorted. But I want to be able to come and, if I have just, a bunch of this stuff, is drop it all in there and know it's going to get sorted. Right now, I know none of this is going to get sorted. This right here, I need to return to the freaking trial chamber. I grabbed it by accident when I left. And then all this is going to be cleared out. And then we're going to start Midgar. And Midgar is going to go all the way. It's basically... 1,000 blocks diameter. So 500 blocks out in the cardinal direction are these towers. So we got one here. It should be, if I fly roughly diagonally this way, we'll come to the second one over here somewhere. We'll come to the second one over here. Over here. There it is. Alright, we got this one. And then we have two more in the other direction. Actually, the one this way is off by about 20 blocks. So I'll just fix that when we get over to it. But that's basically it. I'm working from the center out, and it's going to take a long time to do it. And then, of course, we've done some terraforming out through here. Which is what all these blocks are for. I was using, like over here, I tried to do it just with bone meal, and it just takes forever. I'd much rather just dig it out and just replace it, you know. So we basically made a shore here, and I'm gonna do some more work over here. Add a few different blocks or something, and then we've got this, and I finished doing this. You see at the very bottom we have some skulk. I think it adds to the depthness to make it look a little deeper than it actually is. We got some, we started with some brown terracotta, some spruce wood, mud into the skulk at the bottom. And it's going to help, it just makes it look better. I hate the way that rivers look in this game. I think they're ugly. I wish that Mojang would do something better with them. But honestly, they probably think they look fine. But so yeah, that's it. And hopefully in the next few months, this is gonna start looking pretty freaking cool. But that is where we're gonna stop for tonight. And I appreciate you all watching, and I'm going to wrap a few things up here. I'm going to put a bow on it, and tomorrow we're going to have, I believe, another Minecraft night. And unfortunately, Angel Coin is having issues with getting on the bedrock right now, so she can't really get on the realm. She's trying to resolve those issues, but Mojang said it would be roughly anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks before they can get the launcher fixed. I guess it's a computer thing. I don't know. So we're just going to have to roll. And I think tomorrow I'm gonna go look for another ancient city. I just had so much fun going through the others that I think that's what I want to do. But guys, I appreciate your time tonight. Thanks for stopping by, and we will see you tomorrow. Later.